Hey folks, today from Turbo Tamirin I've brought you one of my rarer JCW cars. It's an R56 MINI Cooper S. Last year to have the N14, which is, in my opinion, way more reliable than the N18. Does not have the DVT for the exhaust cams, but you can tune this up to 550 horse, and this thing's a pocket rocket on wheels. The true definition of a go-kart is to be felt only when you actually drive a MINI Cooper S and put it through its paces. This over here, you see it's a very rare car. Does have the pepper white paint with no hood stripes or racing stripes through it. Does have the contrasting black mirror caps and the slick, it's not a slick top roof. It does have the panel roof, but it has a black roof, so everything merges pretty well. Coming through the front end of this, before we talk about all the rare options this car has in white special, right up front, it does have the larger hood scoop, which accommodates more air through the engine bay, which in turn means better thermal regulation. This car's Achilles heel is its thermal regulation, so more air, more cooling in the engine bay is going to do it better. Does have the blackout kit all over, so most of the chrome components you see, except for a couple of garnishes around the belt line and the bottom, everything else is blacked out. Does have the very, very rare looking bi-xenon black surround headlamps. These are very coveted and very, very sought after, and very elusive to find even in the used market. Does have the headlamp washers, which you see over here, the chrome pieces off the eyelets. That's a nice feature to have. Apart from that, coming through the corners of this car, does have the very, very tasteful looking BBS style John Cooper Works alloys as well, which I think is this car's best talking point. Coming around the belt line, you see this car having blacked out trim. Does say in red that it is an S. Bigger brakes and very, very clean lines. One rare feature to see is this car does have the comfort access, so you don't really have to take the key and use the fob buttons to open, unlock, and lock the car. So you can just walk up and press the buttons to actually use the door. Same thing for the rear hatch as well. Very, very compact. This is what, in my opinion, is the true spirit of a MINI Cooper, I guess, when you're talking about things, because I do have an F56, the next spiritual successor to this car as well. But in essence, the whole overall proportions, the size of this car got excessively large with the F56. The R56, in my opinion, is still that go-kart, that the perfect size and proportion combination when you're thinking about a MINI Cooper. You can see the facelift treatment, very copiously embellished all over the car. You see the tasteful spoiler up back, which I think looks kind of like a brim on a hat, in my opinion. Does have the blacked out chrome trim even in the back with the facelift tail lights. You can get a better idea or a look of the wheels from here, because tiny brakes for whatever, but ample braking power. Never feels like you're lacking. Does have the diffuser vents up here. This does have a very rare option, the JCW catback exhaust, so sounds a lot more growly and throaty when you're actually getting on it. Does have the blacked out chrome garnish for the license plate mount, and has the power operating rear door, which is not power operating now. I don't know why, but there we go. Not a lot of room. I don't think you can fit a suitcase in there, but just enough, I guess, to make a grocery haul and keep your wife happy, for the most part. Where do I start when I'm talking about the engine, or the heart of this power plant? The N14, like I said, is very, very tunable, I guess, once you bulletproof it, but the N12, the N14, the N16, and the N18, the N-Series line of motors, the last of the MINI-designed motors, I guess, from the next generation onwards, they go to the B-Series motors, which are all purely BMW designed. They can have a lot of issues, and you want to brace yourself. The N14, like I said, does not have exhaust VVT variable valve timing, but that doesn't mean it doesn't come with its own fair set of issues. This one, the only thing that's not stock in here, it does have a 43 millimeter JCW turbo, just slightly larger than the 38 millimeter turbo, and does have boost pipe upgrades along with the intercooler. Just adds a little bit of power at the lower end. But talking about common problems of this engine, valve cover gasket leaks, major. Ignition coils can go bad. Timing chain, there's no way any timing chain on an N14 will last about 70,000 miles. It's a cassette style chain, so it's pretty easy to get in and get out of. It's a keyway to the crank pulley, so you can move that out and slide the entire timing assembly out. Head gaskets can go bad. Plastic coolant reservoirs can crack. Boost pipe leaks. Oil cooler gasket leaks can occur. Oil filter housing gaskets can leak. Anything and everything with rubber and plastic in this car can fail and will fail. So these are preventive maintenance items that you're going to have to take care of if you want to reliably enjoy this R56, like I said. But apart from that, I guess if you take care of the entire motor and replace everything, this will be reliable, if you know what I mean. But the one thing which is relatively stout on this motor, I should say, is the 6-speed manual gearbox. I've never ever seen one fail. I've owned maybe about 30 of these cars so far, and never had a 6-speed that's failed on me. But apart from that, O2 sensors are pretty easily accessible. AC fill ports are pretty easily accessible. And vacuum pump is also very easily accessible. So that's what I had to talk about the engine. The air filter is underneath here, the battery is underneath there. A lot of easy things to get in and out of. Alrighty, moving on to the interior of this go-kart, I guess. This is a very tasteful and retro styled interior. Everything has round bezels. You can see the whole design language being carried on all over the car. Everything has circles and rounds all over the place, but this is a very rare package. It does have the faux wood trim paired along with the ivory white and contrasting black interior. I think it's subjective to whether people like it or not, but looks kind of snazzy in my opinion. Does have the MINI Cooper S sill plates down here. Has the very rare lounge style seats with the ivory piping and the black leather. Cruise control, everything else is kind of a given. Automatic climate control. The best thing about this car is the amazing feel. The notchiness of the gearbox itself moves in and out of gear like a charm, and that's one thing I particularly enjoy. The clutch feels relatively rather light, and really even ladies would enjoy driving a 6-speed manual spiritedly. Still feels, drivable for the most part. Apart from that, all the creature comforts I was talking about does have a sport button in here, a regular aux and a Bluetooth control for your MMI to play your music. Does have auto dimming mirrors, panoramic roof, like I said. The AC is adequate. R56s are known to have tiny compressors in relative proportion to the amount of heat the cabin generates, so on really hot summer months you're going to be wanting a little bit more cooling. And the frameless or pillarless doors without reinforcement for the glass, I guess, so to say, is when you have it half down, they can actually shrill or vibrate out of place, and they can fall out of the regulator. So that's one more item to look out for. Apart from that, the interior is pretty plain Jane. 2 people can comfortably sit. The back 2 seats are rendered useless for anybody but kids. I will show you how difficult it is to get in and out of it, but for the most part it's very, very ill-suited for adults, is the right word I would like to use. So the startup sequence on this car is you get the key here, you gotta insert it into its slot, press the clutch, make sure the car is in neutral, and press the start button, and fires right up. You got the e-brake or the handbrake over here that you gotta release, and turn the AC on in full blast because it's boiling in here today. But apart from that, from here is where the fun begins. So we're going for a drive on this thing, and let's see what she has to offer. Yikes. She does move. You gotta ask my wife about what driving on a go-kart feels like, but I thoroughly enjoy every bit of driving this thing because she really feels like fun. Sifting through the gears at high RPMs, moving it. It's not about the speed. It is a fast car, but it's more about the experience of having something so nimble and agile and, you know, really putting it through its paces. I don't have my seatbelt on, so it's boinging, but that's fine. The gear lever and the shifting just feels right, you know? It just has the right amount of throw, is very notchy in the sense that it falls into gear like a gated 6-speed. And the ratios are also very perfectly tuned. It just feels like the way the RPM of the engine and the speed of the gears, they come together, like it's just harmony when things come together. That JCW catback exhaust does make it sound very growly as well, paired along with the motor. So overall, this car is what Beethoven's symphony would sound like if it was ever a car. It's probably an overstatement, but I am not going to retract what I said. Does have a small fuel tank, but the added advantage of owning one of these things, though you get all the power and the speed of it, it is also very frugal on the pocket. It does give me about 35 miles to the gallon, I want to say. For all this offers, 35 miles to the gallon sounds fantastic. But on the flip side, can't carry many people and you don't have a lot of cargo room, but you don't buy a Mini Cooper for cargo carrying capabilities, do you? At least I don't. But let's turn around and go for another spin, or a powerful pull, so to say. So, fun fact about the gearbox, it's not like a dogleg gearbox where you got to push it all the way left and pull it towards you. You push it away from you. So, typically, one would be one pushover. You got to push past the one and then go reverse. And very light steering. It is not a hydraulic steering, it's a electric power unit, so feels kind of light in that aspect. You hear the induction noises of that turbo. Not nearly as sweet as a supercharger, but look at that pull. I mean, I'm almost pulling 75 miles an hour at this back road street. Don't want to get pulled over or something like that. Might as well be careful. It tracks down the road beautifully. Straight, new tires, new brakes. This thing is as gorgeous as they get. Trust me when I say this car is an absolute beauty. So that is a quick rundown on what this car was about. Let me know if you're interested in seeing anything else, but that's about it. That's what I got for you today. Like, share, subscribe, do whatever you want to do, but I'll see you next time.